take over.
Okay, thank you very much, Phil, and good morning to all our participants. So delving straight into the topic, which talks about succeeding with transformational IT infrastructure, I'm going to talk about finding the right solution and the right fit. So as businesses and organizations seek to transform, it is very important to know that for one to have a success in transforming their IT infrastructure, you need the right solution and you need the right fit. So businesses are looking at expanding, but ask yourself, is it something that will be relevant to your company? So in finding the right solution, I'm going to go through 7 steps with the team, and then if you have any question, as Philip said, you can let me know. So the first thing I'll talk about is how you have a mindset that delivers the best fit of solution that meets our objective. So organizations' problems are different. And so it is very important for you to outline what your customer or your objective as a company is. Are you speaking to the right expertise? Do they understand the kind of impact, the kind of transformation that you want to have? Are you speaking to a particular problem? Are you speaking to a solution that will fill a gap? This is very important to outline in finding the right solution. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a need assessment. Need assessment. Need assessment is very key in terms of the processes that you outline. So your IT team is supposed to find an expert that prioritizes, that improves, that provides resources that aligns with the goal. So for an example, you get a client coming on board telling you that we need a video conferencing solution, but indirectly, management needs that video conferencing solution to align with a particular infrastructure that already exists. And so if you don't get someone who will prioritize, who will look at how you would improve the resources that are right, it will be difficult for you to achieve it. And so it is very important that you do a need assessment. The need assessment will let you outline the exact need of the solution. So some people can just tell you, I need a solution, but in actual sense, it's what they want. But when you do a need assessment, you are able to identify what you don't know. The expert is able to let you know that, okay, in order to consider this solution, these are the key things, these are the priorities you should focus on. The next thing I'm going to talk about is about survey. So survey or site inspection is very key, and it gives more information because you can describe a problem and the problem is understood. But where the place or where the solution is going to be implemented is very key. And so any expert that wants you to find the right solution would do a site survey, would look into details, would look at consider the environment, he would look at the kind of experience you want to have, he would look at the setting that you want to do. And so it is very important in finding the solution that you get expertise that are able to inspect and give you more knowledge as to what you want to deploy. The next thing I also talk about is highlighting the possible solutions. So experts will definitely give you options because a specific solution speaks to specific needs. And so as they help you to inspect, they are supposed to be able to give you the right possible solutions that you can ride on. Which solution are you looking for? Video conferencing. What kind of video conferencing? Is it medical video conferencing? Is it an audio? Is it an audio-visual video conferencing? There are a lot of options that need to be there. And then out of that, you can be able to decipher which one actually speaks to the need and the objectives of the company. And then what I also talk about is evaluating the options. It is very key that when a proposal is being made to a company, you evaluate your options. Evaluation would take care of so many aspects of the solution. The features will come in, the pain it will be speaking to, what are you going to achieve? All these things will be outlined perfectly so that you are clear in your mind what solution is right and will fit whatever you are looking out for. And lastly, what I'll speak about is selecting the options. So you are given the opportunity to select. So I get a lot of IT people telling me that, okay, so I like this particular solution because it's easy to use. Some will tell you that, no, I want a solution that is well known. So these are options. It will let you know. IT people will tell you that, okay, we want something that we are comfortable with. So when you outline all these options, you as a company, you are able to opt for what best suits your need and what will help you to achieve your investment or gain whatever you want to achieve. And then there is solution design. So finally, if you choose the option, then the expert is supposed to be able to assist you to design the solution. This is one hallmark that we have. We help you to design the solution. These are tailor-made solutions. These are not all-in-one box solutions. These are very, very solutions that speak to specific needs because problems of organizations differ. And so what fits company A will definitely not fit into company B because their objective may be different. Whatever they want to achieve may be different. And so solution design is very, very key. So because I've spoken about what's finding the right solution, what is finding the right fit? So a lot of companies would come up with so many, what will fit into a company? What is the cost implication? They call you, I want a video conferencing solution. I want a PBX. I want network security. How much will this cost? Just on the phone. But to go through this, it's a journey. And the journey is all about finding the right partner that is able to give you the right investments that you want to make. So the first thing is your cost. I like the fact that Captain mentioned planning. So as you plan, you will factor costs. And if you want the right solution, I know that the cost is not going to be something that is just a normal thing that you pay and then you get it. You would invest in the solution. And so cost is very, very key. To find the right fit, cost is an implication and cost is part of finding the right fit. The next thing is sustainability. It's very, very important that the solution, because of the high value of what you want to implement, it is very important to think about how you can sustain the solution. What is the future proof about it? So Seatec is known for giving warranties for everything that we sell, so that the return that the person expects is achieved. And so it is very important that we look at maintenance, we look at support, we look at how we will take through this journey so that we get infrastructures that will help us evolve, that will grow with the company, that we can sustain as a company. And I also talk about timelines. So it is very important as a business to look at your timelines in terms of being realistic in your acquisitions. What you want to buy, you need to be very realistic about it. What is the best possible time for you to buy this particular infrastructure? Because now COVID has come and a lot of people, the new normal is some people are working from home. And so there are solutions that speak to this particular circumstance or this particular situation that we are talking about. So the timelines are very, very relevant. And then lastly, delivery. I'm talking about delivery in terms of how we get the right infrastructure in place. I get people going outside and saying that I'm going to bring my own infrastructure from Amazon, I'm going to bring it from eBay. So the beauty of this is that if you don't go through the right channel and then go through the right partner and go through the one who has the right affiliations, you might have a problem with the delivery because they end up bringing some infrastructure that does not really even fit what the Ghanaian local market is. And so delivery is very key. The timing for the delivery is very key. These are all the things I want you to consider in finding the right solution and the right fit. And so in conclusion, now you have the right solution. Now you know how to find the right fit. There's the right design to be done. There is implementation. and there's after sales service. And so thank you very much. And I know the other panels will talk more about this.
We've done interviews of potential candidates to join the AAU. We do project review meetings. We do large conferences where we connect to centers of excellence dotted all over Western Central Africa, so they can see us and we can see them. We also, of course, now use virtual platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams. We use email. We use video conferencing equipment to be able to make our meetings almost real. The video conferencing equipment brings sort of a human touch to our meetings. When we connect with colleagues online, they can see us as a team. We can focus the camera and zoom to specific people that would be speaking at a particular time. And our video conferencing equipment is also connected to an interactive screen. We can write on the screen, we can make presentations, we can almost create a physical or face-to-face experience in terms of the meetings that we have. If you compare it to voice-only experiences when you don't see the person, you'll agree with me that it's not the same. But when you are in a room and your colleagues in another country or continent can see your reactions and your emotions, and that's what humanity is really based on. You want to connect better to the person that you are. And of course, we also have a very good microphone system, so we don't have to be moving the microphone around for people to speak. We can mute ourselves, and yeah.
Then coming to the main job that we do, which is the calling of customers. Initially, I only use Excel, and then my people would need to pick a number and dial on a hard phone to reach out to customer. With that, I don't even know the numbers assigned, whether they've called them, they've not called them. I wouldn't have any record. So customers said we've not called them for their renewal. My agent said I've called them. I don't have any basis to disprove the customer. I don't have any basis to also disprove my agent as well. But 3 years gave me that platform where I have now real-time call monitoring. I can see the number of calls they're able to call, which customer they've called. Besides, they've also have a system where we have a recording of all the communication they have. I can put quality control. My daily report is that me and my team lead can do real-time monitoring to check on their quality of communication, where we see any quality of communication between the customer and then the agent is dropping. We badge in to do the correction, especially if they are giving wrong premium or wrong expiring date or information which is not the accurate information. We quickly step in and then try to rectify. So it has really made my work easier and more efficient, because right now I have a data to support every decision that I need to make. If an agent is not doing well, the record is there to show. If an agent is doing well, training and monitoring and control and mentoring, all are now data based. Hitherto, I didn't have all those information, so it is maybe working by supervision where I need to go and sit in between to be listening to call and see whether you are doing the right thing or not. Which obviously, once they see me, they will be doing the correct thing if I'm not there. But now, I don't need to be there. The call itself can record. I can listen into it wherever I am. And it's also remote based. I can actually monitor even when I'm not in the office.
Fast forward to 2022 now, in a place where I work. IT is part of what we do. It was part of the design setup. I'm sure when you look at TV, when people were dying initially, it's because everybody was afraid. We didn't know how the disease will be handled. So patients who had severe COVID, critical COVID, yes, were put on ventilators in the patient room, And the ventilators were connected outside. So that people could be monitoring people from outside. But then we felt that using technology, put cameras in the, the ICUs, attach those cameras to a monitoring room, attach all the beds to patient monitors. So you could monitor remotely what was happening to your patients in real time without having to sit by the patient, which was the traditional things we were doing in the past. So you can see what IT has done to even COVID. We have reduced the risk of personal interaction with the patient, but we haven't reduced the quality of care we give to the patient.